Anyway, so tell me about how you're spending quarantine.
I'm just trying to not lose my mind. Uh, Slowly coming undone because every day it's like Groundhog's Day, man. You wake up, and I'm not really keeping track of what day it is. Probably every other day, I ask my wife, "What day is it?" And she just kind of shakes her head and just walks into the other room.
Who are you in quarantine with?
It's just me and my wife and our two dogs.
Okay, so there's four of you and where in Portland are you?
Up in St. John's.
All right.
Oh yeah, up here.
So you're walking the dogs.
Yeah, I do get outside to walk the dogs every day. And as a matter of fact, my dogs are probably the happiest they've ever been. I mean, because we have a backyard. And my wife's like, we should walk the dogs more and do this and do that. I'm like, just open the door. Just open the back door and they run around. But now they're getting to walk every day, and they're probably just like, what's the turnaround? Why are they being so nice to us now?
I wonder if pets wonder what the hell everybody's doing at home.
No, I'm pretty sure they have no idea, no concept as to what's going on, but I'm sure they're just loving it right now. Every day, like, oh, my people are still here every day. Now my dogs kind of look at me like, you should be doing something.
Are you gonna? Is there gonna be food?
Yeah, you haven't left the house to get the money to buy me food. I'm a little concerned.
When's the last time somebody got within 6 feet?
I went to the war zone that is Fred Meyer for grocery shopping. Yeah, I had to go. I had to go to the grocery store. My wife, I think, what was her excuse for not going with me? She sent me out with a list. Well, she's towards the tail end of nursing school right now, so she was stuck behind her computer in the office, like all day. I can't step away. Just babe, just go for me. And I was just like, I hate going to that place. She's like, well, you can just go to the New Seasons down the street and stand outside for 3 hours in a line and wait for them to let you in. That'll be safer. So I could have taken the safe route, but I went to Freddy's instead. And good Lord, man, you want to talk about Frogger. I was just pinballing all up and down those aisles trying to stay. Because I was seeing people just touch, because on the list I had to get like vegetables and stuff. And one of them was like, I had to go get, what is it called? I had to go get it's green. You got to squeeze it. Avocado.
Avocados.
I saw this couple. They were already standing by the avocados. And I know you got to squeeze it to see if it's firm or not. But we just did not get avocados because I just watched both of those people barehanding, doing all this and doing all that. And one of the grocery store workers was like, yeah, a lot of people are skeptical about getting fresh produce now because you got to touch some of these things. I don't see what the big deal is. Just take it home and wash it off. And I was just like, no. Yeah.
What was your job in the Navy?
I was a corpsman. It's basically a medic.
Were you at sea?
No, I never, unfortunately, because of my job, I didn't ride a lot of ships. I wasn't that kind of Navy. I spent most of my Navy in the dirt, overseas, with like a Marine Corps unit was attached to those guys. So a lot of Iraq, a lot of Afghanistan.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, yeah. I was what they call a greenside sailor. I didn't wear the blue uniforms. I wore the green uniforms. I was with you. When you're a doc, you're attached to Marine Corps units. That's just the job.
Apologies to Bill Murray here, but were you in the shit?
I was in the shit. Yes. The shit is what started the whole comedy thing, really. I mean, because I remember the reason why I just kind of wandered into a couple open mics back when I got home in San Diego was I just got back from my last tour. I was in Afghanistan for a year, and that was a hellish fucking tour. It was probably the roughest tour I've been on. But
sorry, what year were you in Afghanistan for a year?
Oh man, the last year was 09 to 10, 2009, 2010.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, and where were you in Afghanistan?
Well, I was with a mobile support team. We're like, so we were pretty mobilized. I mean, we were home based in Kandahar. So we was in Kandahar there, and I think that was I forgot the name of the place, but they had this like mock boardwalk kind of like thing. It was like in the center. Yeah, it was like in the center of the camp. Kandahar was like a joint forces base, so it was pretty huge. You had U.S. forces, Allied forces, and all that stuff. But in the center of the base, They had this rectangular boardwalk that had, I remember it had a TGI Friday at a place that was meant to look like a TGI Friday. And they had all the workers had the buttons and everything in there. They had the tchotchkes on the wall. It was all TGI Friday from top to bottom. They gave you a full menu with everything on it you would have in the States. But then once you sat at a table, the server would be like, you only have two options. You want a cheeseburger or do you want chicken tenders? That's all we got. All the rest of this shit is for show. Also, they didn't serve any booze. So it's just, of course. So it's like, they have that. Then there's like little barber shops in there. And like, it's just, they were like, oh, we know we give these U.S. forces. We'll give them like a Disneyland type fake, every town USA kind of like feel place. It was the most janky shit I ever saw. I only went there like once the whole time I was there. Oh, I forgot.
So,
Yeah, but
hold it. Let me get, so, okay, you're in the Navy, but you end up in Afghanistan,
yeah,
far from an ocean,
yeah,
at a TGI Fridays that doesn't serve booze.
that is correct.
Okay.
So the obvious career choice after that is I got to go into comedy because I can't write. This is unreal. No, but I mean, yeah, I remember there were nights like, because sometimes we'd you'd have these rocket attacks, and they'd have these early warning signs. These like, you just hear this in the middle of the night. It was loud as hell. It was almost like the Purge kind of siren. Brr, it just come on, and you jump up out of your rack or whatever, grab your gear, and run out to the nearest like T-wall, these concrete walls, or these like kind of like little tunnels that are makeshift that we build. That's supposed to protect you from, like, I don't know, residual blasts. I mean, if a rocket hit us right there on that wall, we're all fucking dead anyway. But you'd be out, it'd be 2-3 in the morning, waking up out of dead sleep, and you and all the guys in your unit would just be sitting there huddled, just waiting for this thing to be done, chain smoking cigarettes. And then that's when I would be wide awake, fucking around, just messing with guys, or, making guys laugh or whatever. But that was like my fight or flight, you know what I mean? Like, I was just as terrified as everyone else. But hey, man, what's funnier than somebody just ripping a fart in dead silence while everybody's nervous if a rocket is going to hit us? That calms. I'm here to help, guys. I'm here to help. And that was the thing,
So there's a lot of material there.
That's the origin story of Shain, Brenden, the comedian.
Okay, so how does quarantine compare with sitting under a concrete T-wall in a rocket attack?
It's all the same.